All right, we are back with some more today. My name is Zara and or Chuckles, and we are back with some actual football outcomes. As we look at the past week, we will look at who won, who lost. How did my picks do overall? Because I was surprisingly good. We'll look at the Iowa State Kansas State game, which was my only loss of the week, by the way. I'll get that out there right now. Um, but yeah, we'll first start with that, and then we'll go over what else we want to do. Well, Dublin gave us a really good game with subpar performances from both quarterbacks and a lot of turnovers. First half that was really bad, and then second half that was really good. Um, so K State takes the L. That was my pick. I took them -3. Um, so I think I lost that one. Actually, I did lose that one because they were plus. I lost that one by 6. Idaho State. This game actually is one I want to talk more about later, but let's start with this game here. Um, Iowa State went uh, 14 yards, fumbled, and then K State would soon as well fumble. Then Iowa State fumbled again. Uh, K State punted. Um, yeah, this wasn't a great game. It There's not much to say here. Um, besides Dallin Edwards got hurt um, on the muffed punt, uh, and both teams looked really good in the fourth quarter, but neither team looked great throughout the game. That's my biggest takeaway from this game. Just it was sloppy for the most part, and I feel bad for both of these teams for having to go to Ireland just because field conditions weren't great. It was raining a lot, um, and when there's rain, you can't really throw the ball too well. The first half was really sloppy. Um, then the second half kind of changed it up a bit. You actually got touchdowns on both teams, whereas you had Iowa State go down, take the lead, and then on the assuming drive, uh, Kansas State would tie it up again. Kansas State never did lead in this game, which was kind of interesting. Um, and when one person fumbled, the other person would fumble. It was ugly, and really, if you look at a lot of these, neither quarterback threw an interception, but Avery Johnson had a good completion percentage. Rato Beck didn't look great. It was hard for him to get going apparently. Carter Hansen had a really good game. Carson Hansen, sorry. In the ones he did run, he did really well. Um, Going on to other games we had this weekend was UNLV um, versus Idaho State. We are going to talk about this one for a little while because there's a lot to talk about here. And Oh, yeah, there's a lot to talk about here. Um, 31-38, Bengals. I took the Bengals, 26.5. I didn't like the high number. I would not have projected a 10-point game, to be honest. Um, but as well, I wouldn't have projected them to have to come back to win it like they did. Um, if you're going to compete, even in the Mountain West, you can't rely on 4 turnovers to keep you in the game, and you can't be giving up 555 yards of total offense. You can't have 88 penalties for 90 yards either. Um, you need to be able to control time and possession, uh, no matter who you are, no matter what league you're in. If you're letting them get 555 yards, it's going to be hard for you to win that game. Or being outnumbered in penalty yardage too. Um, yeah, this game would have been a fun game to watch. I didn't watch any of it, but UNLV came in with the final touchdown. It looks like they're going with Anthony Condure, Colander, Colander, yeah, Colander. Don't know how you pronounce that name, but it looks like they're going with them. Last year, who did he play for last year? I don't even know. Maybe it's Bows tells us. Oh, Virginia, recruited by Bronco probably. Um, but yeah, so he did good. Um, but they also had put let them put up 380 passing yards. So I don't know if my belief in UNLV is still there. To be honest, I'm not really sure about it anymore, and that one scares me because kind of pit them to win the Mountain West. Yeah, I'm not sure about that anymore. Um, yeah, we'll talk more about that one. No, we won't. We won't talk about that one anymore. KU versus Fresno State. This game I actually did enjoy seeing. Wasn't a great game. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was not a great game. Um, yeah, wasn't a great game. Kurt Warner's son did play, however, and he played good for the most part. Had 2 bad interceptions, um, but also you're playing a really good Kansas team. Like I said, I think I have them in the competitors. I think they're going to be a competitor in the Big 12. I don't know if they're going to win the Big 12. At the same time, I don't think Kansas State is out of it. I think Kansas State is in a bad circumstance with the fact that they are now 0-1 in the Big 12. I don't like that being a conference game for them. It's hard for them to get back in it. Um, and then we had Sam Houston, which they did lose. Like, I was right about that game in particular. Uh, they lost that one. I think they're somehow. They aren't in the Sun Belt. They're in CSU. Oh, I was wrong on this one. Okay, that makes it 2-2 of the games I had. So I was wrong on Sam Houston and Kansas State. Sorry, guys. So that means actually I want to get. I want to look at one more. I didn't label that one, did I? But I think I was gonna go with Stanford. Okay, well, guess what that means, guys? That means you're going to start seeing a Minecraft series come up. Ugh, not sure I want to do that right now, but you're going to see it, and I'm going to get there. Um, but yeah, Sam Houston lost. Hawaii won. They beat Stanford. Man, guys, this Hawaii Stanford game did not look great. Like, they didn't look good. Um, yeah. For instance, I'm just going to show this video real quick. And it's not going to be all the video because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But probably going to get a copyright strike even though. Yeah, we'll let that go. You had two really bad plays, I think. Um, and then that quarterback, Micah Alejandro, he looked good. He looked good for the most part. Did get hurt, and that was hard for them to overcome. He got hurt in about the third quarter or something, and it just didn't look like he didn't look great passing the ball after that. I'm not sure if they've came out with any news yet about him. Um, yeah, doesn't seem like they got any news on him on what that injury is. But if I'm looking, oh, we will be going over it for Saturday. Looks like we will be going over their game. So yeah, we'll talk about that one. Man, that hurts. Might make a trip. No, I can't. I'm busy Saturday and Sunday and Friday, so can't make that trip. All right. Well, we will be doing a Minecraft series, guys. Let's start figuring that out. Either we'll do a mod pack or we will do a full series, but that will start on Tuesday. Thank you all for watching as we went over our projections for this week. Tomorrow, obviously, look forward to the Minecraft series starting. But then also, look, we will be talking about next week's games. We will look at uh, 4 of the 16 Big 12 teams that go on through next week. I think everybody is Big 12 games. I think everybody's playing. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, wait. Not top 25. Okay. Big 12 football schedule. Okay. Oh, we got to do projections on third stage video. Yeah, we got to do third stage projections on third stage videos. But we will go over games that I'm interested in. So, actually, right now we're going to write down those games real quick. I think this one could be interesting. However, I'm not going to put it as mine. So I'm going Nebraska versus Cincy. Then we're doing Auburn at Baylor, Georgia Tech at Colorado. We'll watch both of those ones. Georgia Tech, T at Colorado. And then Utah at UCLA. I think North Dakota could be interesting. Yeah, North Dakota could be interesting. Oh, no, they won't be interesting. Sorry. I was thinking, yeah, thinking they did better than they did. So not North Dakota. Honestly, that BYU Portland State game, I would say, but I think Hawaii at Arizona is an interesting one. TCU at North Carolina. At UNC. These all should be blowouts. Yeah, all those should be blowouts. Kansas at Wagner, that one hasn't even. Okay, UTF. JSU at UCF. And then final game. Alright, kids are my team. Nope. Hawaii at Arizona, Nebraska versus Cincy, Auburn versus at Baylor, GT at Colorado, Utah at UCLA, Hawaii at Arizona, TCU at UNC, JSU at UCF. Northern Arizona at, yeah, NAU at ASU. ASU. Wow, not great games. But if we look at the week 2 slate, cause these are the ones where I got at least pick like 6 games, and that one's gonna be a whole lot easier. There's some fun games coming. We got Baylor. We got Baylor at SMU. Iowa State. Iowa at Iowa State. Uh, Oklahoma State at Oregon. Kansas at Missouri. Bowling Green at Cincinnati. Delaware at Colorado. West Virginia at Ohio. Okay. Cal Poly at Utah. Army at Kansas State. Kansas State could lose that game. We will have this one bracketed. I'm just looking, because I'm not going to be putting these games on yet. But yeah, a lot of those are actually going to be good. Let's go week 3. Colorado. Those 2 are going to be on. Whoa, where's BYU? Oh, BYU doesn't play week 3. That's right. So yeah, these 2 are gonna be in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, Northwest, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. We'll get there when we get there. Week 4. BYU will be the only one not playing a conference. Not really. Okay. Wyoming's playing 2 Big 12 teams. Good for them. Yeah. But then we get into Big 12 play, where more teams are playing Big 12 teams than not. Hey, hey. And then week 6, Virginia at BYU. Week 7. Alright, guys. Thank you all for watching. That'll be our video.